Interchange costs and transaction fees usually make up the two largest pieces of your total credit card processing costs. There are almost always other fees, however. If you were quoted what seemed like a good rate but now find higher pricing than you expected, there's a good chance the extra costs are hidden in one of the following fees. A setup fee is a one-time fee for new merchant accounts. If you've only received one statement from your processing provider, there's a good chance any setup fee is included in those first month's charges. The amount can vary and shouldn't be confused with other one-time fees like equipment, software setup or installation, or shipping. Setup fees aren't charged by all payment processing providers, and if your quote for services includes one, it's worth asking if it can be waived. A monthly fee or account on file fee is a set rate paid per month for services. This typically covers your provider's fixed costs and may also pad their profits should you have a month with fewer transactions. Depending on the type of service, this can vary, but if it's over $50 a month, you should consider negotiating a lower rate. Some providers charge an annual fee, typically around $100. This can almost always be waived. Really, call your provider and get this waived right now. It's almost always just padding your provider's profits, and unless they can explain exactly why it's charged, politely tell them to remove it. A chargeback fee occurs only when one of your customers or clients asks their credit card provider to reverse a payment to you. The chargeback fee covers the costs to your payment processing provider and makes up for any profit they, not you, lost. Most chargeback fees are around $30 and shouldn't be over $40. While you typically can't have this fee waived, your payment processing provider should be willing to help investigate why the fee was charged and have the fee refunded in some cases. If your customer reversed a fee for a product or service you did in fact provide, they can also help contest the reversal. Batch fees are charged when you close out or batch your credit card terminal or equipment each night. Now, if you aren't doing this, make sure you have auto batch set up. Your processing provider should be able to confirm this for you. A batch fee should be small, less than 10 cents. Do keep in mind that if you batch more than once per day, you'll be charged per batch, not per day. If you're accepting online payments, for example on your website, you'll be charged a monthly gateway fee. This is typically under $12, sometimes less, and is mostly a pass-along cost, not a profit grab. If you have enough credit card sales, you may be able to have this lowered or waived entirely, so it's still worth asking. Most gateways also charge a per transaction fee separate from your payment provider's transaction fee. Make sure you know the fee amount. It's typically around 5 cents, and that you've accounted for it in your online pricing. Wireless fees are typically charged if you're using a terminal or other equipment with a cellular connection. Some mobile terminals, for example, use a data connection just like your smartphone uses and require a monthly fee to cover your data plan. A fair rate is around $15 a month. If you don't require a wireless terminal, it's usually not worth the added monthly cost, and you could consider a simple terminal that uses a dial-up, Ethernet, or Wi-Fi connection instead. Now, these aren't all the fees you'll see, especially if you lease equipment or use a point-of-sale system, but these are most of the common ones. PCI compliance, for instance, is a key cost that I'll address in my next video.